Welcome everybody, it's Winning the Week Wednesday, and welcome to the Winning the Week with Scott Auld live stream and podcast. This is episode 58 for July 22nd, 2026. Don't forget, you're always welcome here at the Cool Kids table. Come over here and sit by me, I saved you a seat. And if you forgot your lunch money, I will share my fries with you. Happy to do it, guys. You know I love you. So welcome, we'll get this thing rocking and started. Everybody's here. Everybody's trying to guess what I got some sad news, everybody, I'm going to have to share with you. And everybody's trying to guess it, which I told you, you're never going to guess it. So today, we are going to do, I've got some updates on the poster art. I got some graphic updates. I'm going to talk a little bit about my scenes from a mall video. And I'm going to talk a little bit about my goodness video. We've got a really good commenter and encourager of the week. Something new I'm sharing with you guys, the tip of the day. Wait till you see what the tip of the day is. And of course, as always, our producer shout outs. So we are going to have ourselves a real live stream. However, tonight we are not going to have a simultaneous sip. Some bad news I saw today. The great John C. Dvorak has passed away. And a lot of you probably never heard that name. Some of you who are a little bit older might have heard his name. He was very famous in the computer and technology writing space in the 90s and 2000s. Used to do some like cable TV shows about computers with Leo Laporte back in the old days. But more recently, for the past 18 years, he's been one half of the No Agenda podcast. And the No Agenda podcast is the podcast that I found when Scott Adams died earlier this year, and it was kind of my new podcast to go to. And John has been doing this podcast with his partner, not like life partner, but his podcasting partner, Adam Curry, who my Gen X friends will remember from MTV. Adam Curry, the VJ, also famous for inventing the way that podcasting works, and inventing RSS feeds and XML files with attachments of MP3 files so that podcasting actually works. That's Adam Curry. Well, together they've had this podcast called No Agenda. And it was a really good podcast. I'm sure it will be. Adam's going to continue it. But the point of that podcast was mostly political, and what they would do is they would try to deconstruct what the media was saying about politics on both sides. Without taking sides and without taking a side, one side or the other of politics, they would take and play clips. They would play clips of media reports and then review it, deconstruct it, try to talk about any bias that they could identify, try to talk about any hypocrisy that they would see in media, like I said, of both sides. So basically it was a media deconstruction podcast talking about how media reports politics in this country. So the name No Agenda was a pretty good name. And John here, he's 80 years old, and he had a really bad heart attack. I think it was back in June, and he was out for like 6 weeks. His wife filled in for him. His wife Mimi is excellent. She's very, very plugged into the media world and did a great job filling in for him. And she and Adam are going to do tomorrow's podcast. They did podcasts twice a week, Sundays and Thursdays, for 18 years. And they're going to do an in memorial podcast. So I'm not doing a simultaneous sip in memory of Scott Adams tonight. I just figured we'd do a toast for John. So if you guys never heard of him, just going to have to trust me that he's a heck of a guy. You know, the No Agenda podcast is where I learned about value for value. And this whole idea that I've been preaching to you guys for the past few months of not selling your content to members, but rather just asking people to return whatever value they feel like they have gotten from the content, and just voluntarily returning that in the form of donations. Well, these guys basically, they didn't invent this model because that's been around thousands of years, but they named it. They named it and codified it and explained how it works, and made their podcast a value for value operation for the past 18 years is amazing. And these guys were able to support themselves doing this is kind of a testament. So, no simultaneous sip for Scott Adams tonight. We'll bring that back. But, a toast to John and everything he gave the world. This is to John. Everybody take a drink. I got through it, guys. I did it. Not bad. All right. So, if you missed the pre-show, I showed you how I light my office here for the live stream, and I said I got through it, but I think somebody's maybe slicing some onions in the kitchen over there, which would be really weird because nobody's home but me. So if you missed it before the pre-show, I showed how I light my studio. I had all the lights off, and I fired this thing up basically in the dark and fired up all my office lights to show you how I light the bookcase and how I light the side light and the main light. And you missed a fun time there. It was pretty cool. Yes, I know you want to get up here on my lap. If you get up here, little kitty, we're going to put you in your basket. Come on. Those of you who missed the beginning of the show, come on. Come on up. She's got a new basket, and she really does like it. She's probably going to jump right out of it as soon as I put her in it, but she slept all day in this basket. So let's see if she'll go back. Nope. No, I don't want to. Well, too bad. You're going to have to find somewhere else to be, babe. Just lay down here and go to sleep. There you go. Be a good kitty. No problem, Mike. I was watching Old Man Copper 2 before this live stream, so no problemo, buddy. Let's make sure I don't get too lost on the... Yeah, it's not iced tea, CL. It's Publix tea. It's Publix. You know what I got? I got the gallon over here. The actual name is Publix Deli Diet Sweet Brewed Iced Tea. That's a mouthful. I should memorize it. Publix Deli Diet Sweet Brewed Iced Tea. Not much left in there. I brought that in here so that when my thermos, my Yeti goes low, I can just refill her there. It's Publix tea. Very good. Yeah, all you guys with some really nice comments and tributes to John. That's very nice. JCD, they called him Buzzkill. His nickname was Buzzkill. Adam and John are Crackpot and Buzzkill. Geraldine says, I trust you on this one. He sounds like a nice guy, right? Yeah. Well, thank you guys very much for the encouragement there. Yeah, it was a rough day. They send out a newsletter the day before the podcast, and today's newsletter had that bad news in it, so I was not happy, as you can imagine. Lost Scott Adams this past, whatever it was, February, March, April, something like that, and found a new podcast, and now John's passed away too. Man, bummer. Well, hey, check this out. I wanted to show this to you guys. I have simplified my poster art. And maybe I should try to move my face over a little bit so you can see this. There we go. So on the left is the way the poster art, which, this poster art shows up in my stickers, and it shows up on my channel, and it shows up on the magnets, and I use it on all kinds of stuff. It was pretty crowded and pretty cluttered. And on the right, you can see the simplified version of that. Oh, if Allie was here, this is for her. There we go. Flip my hair out for her. So on the right, you can see it's a bit simplified. I removed some of the graphic elements that were confusing. I had like newspapers on there, and I had some thumbs up icons that went away. There was like a radio tower at the top. I had a WW at the top for winning the week, but that's superfluous. So I moved value for value up to the top, as you can see. And I added with Scott Auld, because the official name of the channel and the podcast is Winning the Week with Scott Auld. And as you can see, the love, joy, peace, patience, all that stuff is still there, but it's moved around a little bit. And I added live stream and podcast, and I did update the URL at the bottom. But I wanted to emphasize that live stream and podcast. And if you can't tell, that WTW right in the middle gained just a little bit of radical 80s coolness. It's just slightly cooler. And those of my Gen X peeps know why that's cool. So let's see here. I'm going to take a peek at the chat. Yes, Catherine, thumbs down works. We currently have one thumb up. So if we get whoever has a thumbs up on there needs you to take it back, and then we can maybe one day we can actually get into a thumbs down negative. I don't know what would happen to the system if we got negative thumbs ups. Would it actually show up as a negative number? I don't know. We've never seen it. It's never happened. Pops was on with Copper. Mike was in with Copper. I was watching the Copper, Old Man Copper. He's got a pretty good live stream, and his is right before mine. But I was also watching Catherine's excellent live stream, who's on an hour before me, and she's right after Daniel. Daniel's on at 6. Catherine's on at 7. Watched the end of Copper there, and of course I had to come over here in time for my pre-show at about 5 minutes till. Granny, you don't have to tell us when you're back and forth and you're in and out. That's okay. You know, nobody really has to announce when they leave if you don't want to. You don't have to tell people you're leaving. You can just duck in and duck out. That's the nice thing about a live stream. You can always catch up later or watch the replay or jump in and jump out. Nobody really has to tell anybody that that's happening, you know. Mike says, Trekking with Deb and Mike, I can't wait to watch your newest video with the hot air balloons. Haven't had a chance yet. Wow, that's cool. Fred won't take back his thumbs up. All right, well, we're never going to get to negative because Fred won't take his thumbs down. So why don't everybody go ahead and thumbs up? If you want us thumbs up it, that's cool. Jen says, I'm still upset about Scott Adams passing. Such an intelligent man. I'm listening to his book, Loser Think. Not right now, of course. Yeah, obviously not right now. You know, that was a really encouraging comment you left me the other day, Jenny, on, or should I say Wednesday, or 8675309. I think you need some more nicknames. You left me a comment the other day on my I'm embarrassing myself on purpose, and you said Scott Adams would be proud of me, and that was so encouraging. It really warmed my heart, you know. So thanks. Fred says, I feel that strongly about it, about the thumbs down. Well, he doesn't know. Fred doesn't know about the thumbs down experiment, and my strongly held belief that YouTube doesn't care if you got thumbs ups or thumbs downs. They just care that you got engagement. So, you know, you can do a thumbs up and refuse to do the thumbs down, but it doesn't hurt a channel if you do thumbs down or you do thumbs up. YouTube just don't care. As long as you do a thumbs something, just do some kind of reaction. That's what it cares about. Rhonda no longer does live streams on Wednesday night, says Mike. Okay. I did not know that, but thanks for sharing, bud. Very good. So this week's journey, I've been doing these weekly videos on Mondays now. I think I've done 6 of them, 7 of them, something like that. It's hard to remember because there's the one that's published on Monday, but there's also the one that I started recording this week that I'm halfway through that you'll see next week. And I can never remember which one's out and which one's done. So, but anyway, the video that came out this past Monday is about goodness. And, you know, I made a point in that video that nobody's the bad guy in their own story, you know, and talking a little bit about, you know, the idea of goodness, what being good is, what quality, what's a quality person, what's it mean to be a good person, what does it mean to try to be a good person, and nobody's actually, you know, born good. We teach our children to be good because we're all born with this human nature that's, you know, negative, and we train ourselves out of that, you know. So yeah, I thought it was a good video. It got some traction so far. It's only been out a few days, and I think it's got 50 views or something after 2 days, so that's not bad. After a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's not bad. About the same as all of these videos I've done on these, what would you call these topics? These are abstract ideas. I did one about the idea of joy, and I did one about the idea of trying to find love, and, you know, getting out of peace, things like that, right? And they're all doing about the same, you know, a little bit less than 100 views each, I think. I don't know if it's necessarily something that the whole world wants to watch, but I see you behind me wanting to get on my lap, you little booger, little kitty cat. And she comes wandering over. But these, you know, I don't think these videos are necessarily something the world is dying to watch, but I think it might be helping some people. The comment section, I'm getting like at least as many comments as I am views. So that signals to me that people are interested in talking about these subjects and these topics. So, I'm gonna finish them out. I have a few more ideas of things to talk about, probably 2 more topics for 2 more weeks. So, yeah, that's I'll finish those out. But paired with that is these videos I've been doing for Rob the Maritimer's challenge. Okay, he's got this challenge, the Put Yourself Out There challenge. If you don't know Rob the Maritimer, he's the YouTube coach, and he's helping people grow their YouTube channel or start a YouTube channel. And he did a challenge for this month, asking people to put out 3 videos over 4 weeks that go public. And a lot of people are trying the challenge. Now, I had already been putting out videos with my face on it, so I decided to push myself harder and do things that were more embarrassing for me and intentionally embarrassing myself, which is what Jenny was responding to. And, these videos actually are doing better, So I went to a much more crowded mall, one that Granny said she had even been to before. It's a really humongous mall down here called Sawgrass Mills. It's one of the Mills malls. If you're familiar with Gurney Mills or what's the one in Philadelphia called? Dag nabbit. The one in Washington, D.C. is called Potomac Mills. And the one in Philadelphia. I can't remember now. There's one in Philadelphia. There's one in Illinois, Gurney Mills. Anyway, these Mills malls are just gigantic, humongous, massive malls. And this is ours down here. It's really crowded, really packed. And so I walked around, and it felt claustrophobic and difficult talking in front of all these people, recording my video right in front of all these people. But it wasn't the first one. The last week was the one before that, and that was the really hard one. This one was easier because I've kind of learned the trick of sort of talking without making eye contact to anybody in the crowd. And as I walk through the crowd and just walk amongst them, if I don't make eye contact with them, I don't feel quite so embarrassed by them. So, that's going pretty good. Here's the funny thing, right? This embarrassment challenge, these videos are doing better than my regular videos. So if you look at the video at the bottom, are you anxious? And then working your way up from the bottom, is love missing from your life? When's the last time you felt joy? I'm out of peace. Impatience is destroying my week. They'll mistake your kindness for weakness. Being good enough is, being good isn't good enough. These are getting, 60, 90, 70. One of them went over 100, but in the 60, 70, 80 range, right? But these other videos about embarrassing myself on purpose, that 171, I think this is an older screenshot from earlier in the day. I think it might be up to 175. And the top one that just came out yesterday, humiliating myself on purpose and it's working, it's at 40 right now. Whereas the one that came out the day before is, I think it's at 50. So here's what I think. On YouTube, people like to watch other people suffer. That's my pet theory. That's my theory. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. People like to watch other people suffer. When they see a video title like "I'm embarrassing myself on purpose," "I'm humiliating myself on purpose," you're basically telling people who see this video offered to them, "Hey, you want to watch somebody flagellate themselves and make their life difficult, and you want to see somebody going through hard times and doing something hard or doing something uncomfortable, or you want to see somebody not happy and discombobulated, come on into this video." And people click it. As you can see, 171, I think it's 175 clicks versus the one right before it, which is 65. So, by golly, it's almost triple the number of people who click it and say, yeah, show me somebody uncomfortable. Show me somebody not having fun. I want to watch that. So that's my pet theory, is people like to watch other people suffer. Or maybe that's not the best way to word it. There might be a better way to say it, but people like to people like to watch somebody being uncomfortable. And I definitely made myself uncomfortable. All right, you guys are having a cookie conversation in here. Let's see what everybody's talking about. Tyler think it does something. What he means here is he thinks that thumbs downing does do something to a channel negative, but I don't think it hurts your channel. You can think it hurts the channel if you want to. You can think whatever you want, Tyler. It's a free country, my man. How's the second channel going, Tyler? You opened up a second channel called Going Through It or something like that. Rough Going Through It or Trying to Get Through It or something like that. How are things going on the second channel? Tell you what, it's brave starting up a second channel. It takes a lot of extra time. And, you know, you're facing double the negativity and double the disappointing views and double the stress of starting a new channel from scratch. Doing a new channel when your first channel is still new and isn't off the ground yet. Kudos, man. Kudos. You know, hypothetically, I might have a secret second channel. But hypothetically, I'm not focusing on it. Hypothetically, if I put a video up on it, it's like every 3 to 4 months. Hypothetically, it just got monetized. But I'm not doing anything with it. It's actually, hypothetically, if it existed, if there was a second channel that I was doing, hypothetically, I think it might be doing better than this channel, but it's not my focus. My focus is this channel. This is the channel where I'm trying to help everybody. And so this channel, I want to help the world and change the world. That other hypothetical, if I even did start another channel, it's not anything. So I see Ben showed up here with a very interesting new face. Says, hello, everyone. This is not Ben. This is Cookie Monster. Ben is busy cooking me cookies, but he wanted me to join Scott's live stream. Very good, Ben. You are very funny, man. A good person gives Cookie Monster cookies. That's hilarious, dude. You're a riot, Ben. And Dana says, hey, Scott, are you going to try to meet up with Granny and Glenn and Allie and I on Tuesday, August 11th? Well, I don't know. That's a long time in the future, man. That's a long time in the future. I am going to try. I would like to. I don't know where we're supposed to meet. Have we designated a location or a place where we're going to be? But I would like to go up for a Tuesday. That would be good. I got nothing else to do. So let's see here. Dana says, Cookie Monster, boy, have I got a freezer full of goodies you'd like. Listen, Cookie Monster, I know a channel. Do I know a channel for you? That's hilarious. Jen says, I'm impressed that your fuzzy paws can even use the keypad, Cookie Monster. That's pretty darn funny. Yes, me would like Dana's cookies, says Cookie Monster. You guys are very funny. That's pretty darn funny. Mike says, lol, Ben, I just recognized your photo. Cracked me up. I loved your Cookie Monster last video. Especially when your Cookie Monster face fell off. That's funny, Ben. You're a character, man. And then Ben says, or Cookie Monster says, me and Ben said thank you. Say thank you. Yes, Ben was smart to keep that in the video. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. Catherine says, unfortunately, that is true. People like to see that stuff. Yeah, negative stuff. Exactly. And Em agrees. That's sad but true. People do like negative stuff on YouTube, right? I don't want to make negative stuff, but I don't mind making videos making fun of myself. And if I make videos making fun of myself, and that's kind of negative and uncomfortable, maybe people will like it. So maybe I'll keep up. You know, after I finish the last 2 videos of this other series I've been working on, chewing my way through it, I think I've only got 2 more weeks to go after this one. Maybe I'll keep doing these challenge-style videos where I challenge myself since Rob's challenge will be over. Maybe I'll just keep on doing videos in which I challenge myself to do something uncomfortable. Forcing myself to embarrass myself and forcing myself to do uncomfortable things. That's, I don't know. That'd be an interesting niche, wouldn't it? And Mike says, Old Man Copper, hello, you had another good live stream. Oh, is Copper in here? Hey, yeah, Copper's here. Hey, bud. Man, it's like I was just looking at you and now you're looking at me, dude. How's it going, my dude? That was a good live stream. I enjoyed it. Boy, you guys should have seen the bodybuilder pictures that Copper there was showing off in his live stream of himself and also some people he knew. And my goodness, do you think Arnold Schwarzenegger had muscles? These guys' muscles had muscles on top of their muscles. All of them, they looked like they were about to pop. Their bodies looked like they were glistening and popping with muscle bound. It was cool. But your boy, Old Man Copper there, he was jacked back in the day. He's still pretty darn jacked. I wouldn't want to run into him in a dark alley on a bad mood. I would want Old Man Copper on my side. Good thing is he's one of the good guys, so I'm not too worried about it. But boy, I tell you, he's still jacked. But you guys should have seen him back in the day. Oh my gravy! It was pretty crazy. Daniel says I have a second channel, but I stopped posting to it. Cool, that's good to know. And CL was the only one who watched it. That's funny. Well, hello, Tracy. How is it going? And how's baby Opal doing? Amy says, I know I was thinking of a second channel. I've learned so much. I can grow quicker, I suppose. That is the benefit, I guess. If you do a second channel, everything you've learned on your first channel, you can apply those lessons and maybe come out of the gate a little bit harder and a little bit faster, I suppose. So maybe that would make fun. Ben, in his Cookie Monster persona, says, yes, Cookie Monster's friend Elmo gets sad that people like negative stuff so much. Yeah, Copper. Self-depreciation. Yeah. Self-depreciation, self-deprecation, self-immolation, self-flagellation. Those videos embarrassing myself are doing way better. So, yeah, I think maybe I'll take up that challenge. And when Rob's challenge for 3 videos is over, maybe I'll just continue pushing myself to do difficult, hard things that I don't like, Why not? That's funny. Copper says, I was a child at 23. Those pictures are from when you were 23, when you're doing all that bodybuilding? Man. And I heard you say on your stream today you're 56, which is the same age I am. But your birthday's in September, so you will leave me behind in September and leave me at 56 when you hit 57. So let me just be the first. I mean the absolute first to wish you happy birthday this far in advance and early, Copper. Happy birthday in super advance. So Fred says, I just started on a second channel, but I won't be posting in Christmas time. Oh, I wonder if it's Santa Claus related. Now would be the time to start pre-preparing. Tracy says, hey, Miss. Hey, Catherine. Opal's doing great. Hi, Scott. Love this week's video. Well, Tracy, which video? This week's video, there's 2 of them. One is about trying to be good and learning what it means to be good, and one of them is about embarrassing the crap out of myself going to the mall. I'm going to guess you saw the second one because that one's doing a lot better. As we just discussed, as we just talked about. Let's take another drink, you guys. To JCD. Cheers to JCD. Sláinte. Up your kilt. Well, guess what, guys? It is time for the commenter and encourager of the week. Guess who it'll be? Do you have any comments? Do you have any ideas? But before we do that, oh my goodness gravy, what just happened in the comments? Dana went crazy and handed out 5 free memberships, randomly throwing $5 my way. Thank you so much, Dana. Of course, YouTube will probably throw their YouTube tax on top of that, but thank you. Let's see who got a free membership. I think somebody told me in the last live stream last week that these last for 60 days for free. Is that right? So Daniel got a free membership. Connor Clark got a free membership. K. Marie Singer got a free membership. TJ Bell got a free membership. And Jenny.Inspire got a free membership. All right. Well, hey, if you guys ever wander over here to the live stream and see it, happy to have you on board with the membership. That's very nice of you, Dana. You are extremely generous and difficult for me to believe sometimes how generous some people can be. So thank you so much. That was super sweet. I'm trying to take the picture off of here, and the chat moves faster than I can click. Thank you, Dana. Dana says, I can't wait until Christmas time. I take the entire week off just to bake cookies. Oh, Christmas. Wow, Christmas cookies, yeah. And Cookie Monster says, Scott, Ben shouted from the kitchen that he loves your shirt. Orange is his favorite color. Of course, mine is brown, the color of cookies. That's funny. That's funny. This is my 67 to 72 Chevy C10 pickup truck shirt that I bought from the YouTuber David Freiberger, and the shirt entered me in his giveaway to win his 1967 pickup truck. But some guy named Ron in Arizona won it. I did not win it, but I got the shirt. And then also Ben might be talking about my orange sleeve here, which, as you notice, only one of them is long, right? So it's actually not part of the shirt. That's a separate, it's a compression sleeve. And I've been struggling with my elbow lately, you guys. Everything I've been able to read and figure out what I'm feeling on my elbow tells me it's something along the lines of tennis elbow, which can be tendons, can be nerves, pinched by the tendons, or can be both. But everything I've read tells me it is. And compression helps, compressing the tendons in together, and stretching helps. So I've been doing these tennis elbow specific stretches, which does help. Kind of just doing that several times throughout the day. And then trying not to overuse the arm. So, like, I mean, this is only 36 ounces of diet sweet tea, but I put it on my left side because I don't need to be doing those curls, those massive curls, like our man Copper does. I gotta rest this elbow until that pain starts to go away. So let's get back to it, you guys. I'm getting off track here. I'm going down a rabbit hole. The commenter and encourager of the week this week. The commenter of the week is named Smiling Oma. And on my Being Good video, Smiling Oma wrote, "Hi there, I really liked what you said about we don't see ourselves as the bad guys in our own stories. And it applies to the turds in our lives or that we may encounter as well. They don't see themselves as the bad guys in their own stories. Somehow that point of view helps in a weird way. I'm going to remember that going forward. I really enjoyed hearing about your perspectives on the ethics of goodness and being kind and doing the right thing. A lot of the things you shared or what some of your viewers have shared resonate with me too. I do both parking further away for the exercise as well as parking next to the cart collector. It's just the furthest one out. It was indeed harder as a parent with small kids, but I managed to still be kind and return my carts even with my kids. I think, as someone said down in the comments here, the golden rule is something I live by, treating people how I want to be treated. And I strongly dislike wanting to park in a spot only to have a cart there, so I don't want ever to inconvenience someone else like that. Oh, by the way, the green flash is dope AF. I had the pleasure of seeing it on my coast in California one summer evening, and it was the perfect way to end a magical day. Hope you and everyone here has a fantastic week." So that was a really nice, extremely excellent comment, and they are our commenter of the week. Thank you, Smiling Oma. What I want to point out to the rest of you is that Smiling Oma wasn't just touched by the content of my video. Smiling Oma was touched by the comments that you left down below in that video. You can see what Smiling Oma here says, and I think going by their avatar picture, it's a lady. She says, where is it? Yes. I was harder as a parent with small kids, but I managed to still be kind and return my cards. I think, as someone said down in the comments here, the golden rule is something I live, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, this is important, you guys. As I talk about value for value and saying if you get any value out of the live stream or the videos, return value to me. It's not just about doing the memberships or the donations, like Dana just bought 5 memberships for you guys. It's also the comments you leave in the live stream, and it's the comments you leave in the videos that return value back to this channel. It's an even exchange. So those of you guys who left comments here for Smiling Oma, you really encouraged her, if it's a her. It's kind of hard to tell. It's a very tiny little comic cartoon, but maybe thing. So what about the encourager of the week? Well, the encourager of the week is sitting right here in the comments with us, you guys. Santa Fred Adventures, you are the encourager of the week. On that same video, you wrote, "Your comments about raising children to be good people hits home. I had many struggles in my early childhood with being exposed to violence in the home, abuse, neglect, and abandonment. I quickly grew into a very unpredictable and violent child and imposed this on the people around me for many years into my early childhood or adulthood. My sisters and I were just joking last night about how bad I was growing up. Alcohol and drugs, I started when I was 11, allowed me to toss any inhibitions that may have been present into the garbage, and the fact I never ended up in prison or dead is nothing short of a miracle. I suppose my career in working in human services for the past 36 years has helped me get back to more of a peaceful existence and learn empathy, which continues to be a struggle for me at times. When I had children and they were old enough to understand, I was honest with them about the mistakes I had made, and they seemed to have heeded my warnings. They are much better people than I was at their age, so I agree. When children are taught nothing but violence and hate at a young age, it's very difficult to overcome that. But I'm a living example of how it isn't impossible. So thanks for posting this, and I want you to know that sometimes when we post a topic, it can hit closer to home for some people than we are aware of. So you guys, how encouraging is that, you guys? Thank you, Fred, for posting that. Thank you for sharing this with us and your honesty. Thank you for the vulnerability and transparency to show this side of yourself in the comments, and hope I didn't embarrass you too much, but you are definitely my encourager of the week, and I really appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much. All right, let's see what the chat is saying. Let's see what the chat is saying. All righty. Let's see, where were we? Everybody's saying, yay, Dana. And I see Mike is using the custom emojis that members get to use. If you become a member, or if you're gifted a membership, there's a bunch of cool emojis down there for you to play with in the chat. And Dana says, I have a video for a Cookie Monster cookie. That's funny. And Cookie Monster still acting in the Cookie Monster persona. Ben says, me gonna have to go find that video. That's funny. Yeah, if Cookie Monster ate cookies, would it be self-cannibalism? Good question. I don't know. Very funny. Al Copper's laughing at me from my tennis elbow. I don't play tennis, but that's what it's called. That's just the name for him. I don't know why they name it that. It's the name for inflamed tendons right there. There's like 3 tendons that come off of this guy and go on to this guy, and they come down here. But the weird thing is you can feel the pain down here. Even though it's the tendons up here that are really sore and really hurt, you still feel pain down here. It's very strange. I don't know. But you can laugh at me. That's fine. I laugh at myself too. Congrats to Smiling Oma. Totally cool. Yep. Oh, is Allie here? Oh, how's Allie? How's it going? This is for you. Whoop. Just for you, Allie. Everybody's saying hi to Allie. Very cool. And now it looks like Ben is back, and looks like Cookie Monster's been roped in. Ben says, hey guys, sorry about that Cookie Monster. Hopefully he didn't cause too many shenanigans. He's eating the cookies I baked him now. Very nice comment by Oma. Hope everyone is having a great night. Very good. Glad to have you back, Ben. Try not to let that guy near the keyboard anymore, though. Pretty crazy. And then everybody's saying how nice Fred's comment was. Excellent. Kudos, Fred. Miss M liked the hair flip. Whoop. Allie, you missed so much stuff, but I think we're doing thumbs up tonight. I think we're doing thumbs up because Fred refuses to do thumbs downs, which means we're never officially going to get down to negative numbers. So if we can't actually get to negative numbers, there's no point. So we might as well do thumbs up. Jenny says the medical term is epicondylitis. You know, I read that when I was doing the research and trying to figure out what was up with me. I read that word and just read right past it because there's a much easier name for it. So they want to call it tennis elbow for a guy who hasn't played tennis in his entire life. That's fine. They can call it that. I just know it's sometimes for some people it's the tendons themselves that are inflamed, and for some people it's a nerve getting pinched in the tendons, and for some people it's both. But the good thing is stretching and not overworking it and compressing it works for either one. So hopefully it'll get fixed on its own in a little while and I won't have to do anything about it. Dan's talking about a new Super Troopers movie. I don't know what Super Troopers is. Ben says, I never got into Super Troopers. It should be something I would like, is my type of humor. Have you ever watched Reno 911, though? I remember Reno 911, but I don't think I even know what Super Trooper is. Funny. You guys talking about the movie. Okay, that's good. Excellent. Miss M's going to change hers to thumbs up. Everybody hit thumbs up. That's cool. And Ben says itis means inflammation. I didn't know that. If you see itis, does it always mean inflammation? That's cool. So face-itis means your face is inflamed, Ben. Face-itis. Hey, I got a new feature I'm going to try out. A new feature I'm going to run with you guys, and you tell me if you like this. I am going to start sharing with you a tip of the day, an item or a feature or something I come across during my week that I want to share with you guys that blows my mind, and it's awesome. So the tip of the day today is, some of you may not know this, but did you know you can replace your office chair wheels, you guys? I replaced this chair's office wheels, the wheels on this office chair, and it made just a massive difference. If you're still using old wheels that came with your chair after years and years and struggling where the chair won't roll and you push against it and you're trying to move sideways and it only goes one way, dude, spend $20. Here's a pro tip. If you got a chair from IKEA, you have to get a wheels with 10 millimeter stems, and if you did not get them from IKEA, you want the 11 millimeter stems. I got these that you can see on Amazon. That's a link to the affiliate link right there. But these Hulky office chairs, they're transparent. You can get them in cool colors. I got cool transparent red. And they just completely change your experience of sitting in a chair all day if you're an office person, or if you have to be at your computer for YouTube or working on your channel or just watching stuff. But oh my goodness, it glides around so much smoother now. It's like a brand new pair of roller skates. So that's my tip of the day for y'all. I hope that that's useful for you. I hope that some of you consider, if you're sitting on an old chair with wheels that fight you every time you try to move around, especially the ones that feel like they'll go one way but they won't go one way because now you're stuck and you're always trying to like force it over. Oh my gravy, it's such a pain in the booty. So there you go. Replace your office chairs. That's my tip of the day. Hope that helps at least one of you, one or two of you. All right, let's see what I'm missing in the chat. I know you guys are talking about something. Okay. Looks like Tyler's quoting this movie I've never seen or TV show I've never heard of. Pam is quoting one of the greatest songs of all time. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. Catherine's heard of Super Trooper. Ben says, Jen, I'm sure I can confirm, but that is what I thought. Okay. And I don't know why. So you guys are saying quotes and references. I have no idea. Like 1 liter of cola. I don't know what that is. I'm sure that's from the TV show I never saw. So, okay. And then Ben says, heck yeah, good song. I love ABBA. My favorite are probably Chiquita or Voulez-Vous. That's pretty funny. Ben goes, Scotty's got some new wheels. Vroom, vroom. By the way, Ben, you said you wanted to call me Scotty in one of your comments on one of my videos. Help yourself, buddy. I have been Scotty my entire life, so I'm happy to be Scotty to anybody who needs to call me Scotty. Listen, Tyler, you say you need a MacBook Pro. Wait, because September, the new hardware's coming out. So don't buy anything before September. Wait till they announce the new hardware. And then, when you do buy it, go through my Amazon link so I get the affiliate cash on that bad boy. That's what Mike's Adventure Sparks, when he bought his laptop earlier this year, he went through my affiliate link, and I got like a $30 tip on that, and it didn't cost him anything extra, man. CL says, my computer chair is a 15-year-old Lazy Boy executive chair. It was worth the money. Well, buy once, cry once, right? You buy the good stuff up front, and it lasts your entire lifetime, and you never have to buy again. You buy the cheap stuff, you tell yourself that I'll buy the cheap one, and I can always buy another one in a few years. What a pain in the butt. And I know that some people say, well, I could have bought 5 of those. I could have bought 5 of those for the really nice price, you know. And if I have to replace it 5 times in 10 years, it's still worth it. But what you're not counting when you do that is the frustration when something breaks at the worst possible time. And then you got to go replace it. And then you got to go through the process of finding another one and try to pick the one out and find the best deal. Just buy high quality the first time, and you're good. You're set for life. So this Lazy Boy executive chair 15 years ago, she's probably going to have it rocking it for another 15 years, you know? So Allie, I'm glad you like my t-shirt. Thank you very much. That's the truck I want to buy, truck I want to get. I will find one someday. Oh, yes. It will be mine. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it will be mine. We talked about the truck too a little while ago. I think right before you got here. Tyler says, Super Troopers, man, you got to watch it. Nope, I don't know about it. Sorry. Now, Scotty doesn't know. I do know about. Yeah. So next year, the MacBook. This is Tyler talking. Yes, the MacBook M6, and next year it's the touchscreen. I never really wanted a touchscreen for a laptop because I can't stand when there's fingerprints on my laptop or my computer monitor. And I mean, I keep these Zeiss lens wipes right here in my bag here because I'm always making sure any little smudge or anything on my laptop screen or my main screen. You can get a pack of, I think, 200 of these for $6, like at Amazon or Walmart or something. This should be my tip of the day. These things here, they're good for eyeglasses, but they're great for computer screens and I guess iPhone screens, stuff like that too. I do not want a touchscreen on a MacBook. You can get one. I just probably won't be touching it. Personal preference. Everybody's different, you know? Miss M says Apple products are not my favorite. And Ben goes, Allie, your face loves this t-shirt. Yes, exactly. You have face-itis. You're inflamed face-itis. You still have that headache, Em? You had that headache like 2 hours ago. Get a glass of water and drink a glass of water. I know you're probably trying to stay hydrated already. I'm sure you're already working on that. But hopefully that headache gets out of here, girl. You don't want that hanging around, right? So just a quick point. I am turning these live streams into podcasts. So on Thursdays, I take the audio from these live streams and turn it into the Winning the Week with Scott Auld podcast. So message to you folks who are listening to the podcast right now. We've got about 100 downloads per episode. Isn't that funny? The podcast gets more listeners than the live stream gets viewers. But if you're listening to the podcast right now and you want to join in on this live interactive chat that you hear me talking to and responding to these people, just come on over here to winningtheweek.org. It brings you right to the YouTube channel. Any Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, drop in, say hi in the chat, let us know you're here, make some new friends. It's a really good time. Join, become part of the community, become part of the pile of friends. I call it the cool kids table, and I always save you a seat. So come on over. You'll be welcome. I'd love to see you here. If you're a podcast listener, drop in on the chat on Wednesday night and say hi and say that you found us through the podcast. That would be really cool. And just a quick reminder, we are running a Discord server, which is a ton of fun. If you don't know, Discord's just a chat room. It's just a fancy, glorified chat room. Come on over there. It's very easy to sign up, and we're having a great time, a great conversation. Dana's in there posting pictures of her cookies, and Peter's over here keeping us cracked up, and Ben is keeping us laughing, and Jenny's keeping us encouraged, and Em's keeping us our hearts lifted up, and we're having a great time in Discord, just kind of having this great, awesome chat conversation that's happening right now continues after the live stream is over all week long in Discord. And it's very easy to get in. If you look in the description of any video, you'll see a link to the Discord server. It'll take you to the site. You just make up a name, put what you want to be called in the display name field, and prove that you're over. I think you got to be over 16 or something to get into Discord, and hop in there. Once you come in, I'll get notified that you're there, and you'll only be able to see the welcome room until I turn on permission for you to see the rest of the room. And once I turn on permission for you to see the rest of the room, then it'll open up and you'll actually be able to see all these other cool channels like the Cool Kids Table and how to do YouTube videos and food and pictures and memes and shout out requests and announcements. So wait for me to turn on your permissions, and then when you get in, we'll have a good time and hang out together, which will be a blast. All right, let me not let this chat get too far away from me. Jen says, I use those on my microscope at work. I'm assuming you must be meaning touchscreen touchscreen computers? Is that what you used on your microscope? CL says, I don't want a touchscreen. I love my widescreen monitor. Yeah, me too. I've got my laptop over here, right under the camera. But the only thing on the screen of my laptop right now is my presentation. So when I show you guys my screen of whatever I'm talking about, whenever I share my screen, like when I do this right here, that's running on my laptop. But right here, which is like the camera's there, but right here I've got a big old gigantor monitor, and I can see all your comments and everything much easier, much nicer. That's my daily work on it computer monitor. So I'm with you, Pam. I want a monitor. Oh, I see. When Jen said I use those on my microscope, she's talking about those wipes. Sorry, I missed that. Now I understand, because now Mike says I use those lens cleaners for everything. My glasses, the foam cleaning the lens on my phones, wiping the laptop off and the iPad and the TVs. Okay. So when he said that, that's when I realized what Jenny's talking about on the microscope. She uses those same things. Yep, excellent. And Pam says, I have a touchscreen laptop, but I never use the feature. Yeah, that would be me. If I bought one that had it, I wouldn't use it. I would look for a way to disable it so I didn't accidentally bump it, actually, you know. Hey, did you guys notice I didn't shave tonight? This is not really showing up on the live stream. This right here, I usually shave this side, but I'm growing back the big beard, so I have to wait for this to come in a little bit. I have to go through the itchy phase, and when it catches up a little bit, then I can trim this part down and match it, and it'll all be full beard again. So that's what's happening there. If you happen to notice that I didn't shave over here, it's not because I don't love you, it's because it's intentional. One thing I said in, whose live stream did I say this in? Catherine's or somebody? No, whose live stream were we in? Otis's. We were in Otis's live stream today, and we were talking about the 80s, and I said I should cut this into a mullet. We should just cut the whole front, trim it all short, and make it a mullet and back. That'd be a blast. I got long enough hair that I could have the greatest mullet of all time, right? Ben says his kitty cat is saying hi. Very good. My kitty cat got tired of trying to fight me to get up on my lap, and she's sleeping on the floor underneath the desk, but not in her cool basket for whatever reason, but that's okay. Mike says, yes, come on over to Discord. And, you know, the joke, come on over to the dark side, we have cookies. Well, we really do have cookies in Discord because Dana keeps posting pictures of them all the time. Hey, Ron, good to see you again, man. How's it going? That was really fun to see you on the live stream today with Otis there, with Mike. And I think you were the one encouraging me to do the mullet. So, yeah, it's not going to happen, but it would be super cool if I did. That would be a lot of fun. That would be a blast. CL's lazy cat is sleeping on top of her painting cart. That's funny. That's pretty cool. And Amy says, yes, it was Surfshark keeping me out of Discord. Most of the time, Surfshark is great, but man, it sucks at random times. So your VPN was knocking you out of Discord. Okay. Well, come on back in. We want to see you in there again, Amy. Hey, just a reminder to everybody, I got stickers. I got awesome stickers, and I would love it if you would click the link in the description and fill out the form so I know where I can send you some free stickers. Look, I got some right here I can show you. This is a magnet. This is a sticker. This is a sticker with my beautiful face on it. Here's a sticker with my name on it. I will send you guys magnets and stickers, and I also have still to this day some of my older magnets and stickers from what the channel used to be called before I changed the name of the channel. So I'll probably throw those in the envelope too. So fill out the form in the video description so I can send you some free stickers. And I won't spam you. I don't do a newsletter. I won't email you about anything. I just need an address to send it. I got the stamps right here in the drawer, ready to go. Just waiting for you to tell me where to send you some stickers. And be like Jenny. Jenny sent a video and showed me where she stuck it. So let me know where you're sticking my face. I want to know where my face is somewhere around this great country. And we'll have a good time like that. Just a reminder, like I said at the top of the channel, the top of the live stream at the beginning, we were talking about JCD and his untimely passing. We talked about value for value. So if you've never heard of value for value, It's how I run the entire channel. I do have memberships turned on, but there's no hidden content behind a paywall. Everything is here. I just throw everything out there and let you see everything. And you decide if you got any value out of it, then you can decide you want to return time, talent, and treasure. Not time, talent, or treasure, because you guys donate your time and your talent in all different kinds of ways. Think about it, right? You spend time in the comments here in the live stream. You show up for the live stream and give you the watch hours. You leave all these awesome comments in the live stream and on the videos. Your talent, you give us this. Like when Jenny told me the official name of tennis elbow, and then Ben said itis means inflammation. That is talent. That's boots on the ground knowledge, you guys. Your ideas, the conversations we have, you give me great ideas for videos. That's all incredible value for value. And of course, if you would like to transfer some of your great wealth my way, you can donate using the donate.winningtheweek.org link, which simply takes you straight over to Buy Me a Coffee, where you can decide, I want to give this guy 50 cents. I want to give him $2. I want to buy him a new gallon of Publix Deli Diet Brewed Sweet Tea. It's like $3 or something. You want to buy me one of those? You want to give me $1,000? That's totally fine. You want to pay off my house? Whatever you want to donate, I will not stop you. Whatever you guys want to do. We also have the 99-cent memberships on YouTube, which is a great way to show your love. And if you want a really easy way that doesn't cost you anything, is if you click my Amazon affiliate link in the video description and then go shop for something else. If you're going to buy something anyway, if you're already thinking about buying something on YouTube, buying something anyway on Amazon, go through my link to get to Amazon and then go look for what you want. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but those sellers do kick a tip over my way. I think it's like 5% or something. So, you buy, excuse me, buy something for $1, I get a nickel. And it comes out of the seller's profit. It doesn't cost you anything extra. So, and I have a merch shop, shop.winningtheweek.org, where I've got some cool merchandise over there. Why don't we quickly knock out our shout outs? Because it is getting to be up towards 9 o'clock. And as you saw me yawn just right there, Allie's afraid that if we went with a mullet, she wouldn't get the hair flip. I wouldn't be able to go whoop. So that's probably true. Yeah, that's a good point. M says, my stickers are awesome. I saw your video, M, that you got my stickers in the mail. Some of you guys all should have got stickers recently. I emailed out new stickers when I made the new ones. I believe I sent it to everybody who's ever got stickers. I have all your addresses who's ever gotten me one. So, very cool. Ron says, I just got done doing a live interview. Cool. And that's going to be on one of your future videos, I assume. That's cool. So, in Hollywood, a producer is the people who are responsible for the financing of a project. So, my producers, I list you guys in the show notes. Everybody who leaves a comment, you show up at the live stream and you leave a comment, you're officially a producer, and I'll give you guys a shout out. I'll list you in the show notes as a producer of the show. You guys enable me to continue to make this live stream and podcast and channel with all the videos. And don't forget, your producer title entitles you to a shout out for whatever you want. So I'd be happy to shout out either your family business or your own YouTube channel, maybe a favorite charity, a new project. You can tell your mom that you says hi, anything you want. It's your call. You get to write your own note and shout out. Just drop into Discord, hop over to the shout outs channel, and tell me what you want me to say about you. We're going to get started on our producer shout outs because I read these every week on the live stream. So let's start with CL, who's got this gorgeous new thumbnail on her latest video. As you all know, because everyone here is a huge fan of CL, the CL Fantasy Waves Art Studio YouTube channel gives us fantasy, art, and cats. She's got serene and tranquil videos and mindfully selected music, and she's sharing kindness and joy through her art. Also, Koba's Cat Tales by Tracy is a great YouTube channel with 5 beautiful black cats: Koba, Sugar, Oliver, Pepper, and Opal. Now, I wonder why the channel's called Koba's Cat Tales not Coba Sugar, Oliver Pepper, and Opal's cattails. Because why does Coba get premier billing up there when all these other kitty cats are here on the channel too? But anyway, Tracy helps us celebrate kindness, positivity, and get a daily dose of kitty cuteness. Our good friend our good friend 8675309. No, I'm sorry. Our good friend Jenny. No, our good friend Life with Gen X Values shows up for Gen Xers who are ready to move from survival mode to living in integrity and optimism, exploring how to maintain mental stability without blowing up the life you've already built. Whoops, I passed right by Ben. Ben in real life, aka Cookie Monster. Welcome to Ben in Real Life, your #1 home for edutainment. Led by Ben, a teacher of over a decade, a dude with lived mental health challenges, and a massive lover of entertainment. He uses his unique experiences and passion to help you have fun and learn something new along the way, just like Cookie Monster. Now, Miss M, this is her first shout out, Miss M96. She said, "Hey, welcome to my channel. My channel is about spreading mental health, sharing what I go through on a daily basis with my anxiety and bipolar depression. I'd love to share my sweet family pets with you as well. If you would like to know more about me, don't be shy, just ask me. I enjoy connecting with other YouTube content creators as well." And don't forget, as I said a minute ago, I do have a little merch store, shop.winningtheweek.org. And I have started a summer sale. I figured, why not, you guys? I have the ability to do it, so why wouldn't I? So you can use promo code WINNING and get 10% off your entire order. And I did create a few new designs. There's a podcast design. There's all kinds of cool stuff. There's a live stream design. I've got coffee mugs. I've got t-shirts. I've got stickers. You don't need to buy, please don't buy a sticker over there, you guys. I get stickers for free. Fill out my form and I'll send you stickers for free. The water bottle's a good idea. Maybe Miss M needs to get a water bottle so that she can drink water and get rid of that headache. So shop.winningtheweek.org and promo code WINNING gets you 10% off your entire order. Continuing with our shout-outs, Mike's Adventure Sparks is a really fun member in our Discord server, and he makes exciting videos about camping, boating, fishing, the workday grind, and getting through the week in a friendly and optimistic way. Most recently, Mike's been giving some really fun videos on taking doggies to the lake and watching them splash around in the water, which has been a lot of fun. The Traveling Whitcombs. Don't forget the generous Brandon and Ashton have gifted many memberships on YouTube on this channel. I did an add up one time, and I think it was like 30 or 40 memberships they had handed out to so many different people here on this channel. They're a wonderful part of the Discord family, too. Brandon is in the Discord all the time, saying hi, being encouraging, asking people how their week is going. There's a new update they did an update live stream about how their life is going. So there's a link to that in the video description. And they just put out a video about these beautiful waterfalls at, I think it was called like Lake Minope or something like that. Really cool. There was lower falls and upper falls. It's an excellent video. So be sure you check those guys out. Big D. So Big D makes videos about starting over in his 60s. I just want to say congratulations on the new job, Big D. Everybody was praying for you and pulling for you for all these many months, and it's so awesome to see you finally get a win on that. We knew it was going to happen. We knew it was right around the corner. And how cool is it that it happened on Sally's birthday, just like she told you was going to happen? So my hope is that you keep making videos. It was fun to see you making videos about the job search, but now that that's over, I hope you keep making videos, because you're talking as you're driving videos are a lot of fun. And maybe you can make a video like as you drive to work or on your way home or something. That would be really cool. Daniel wanted to know, what is Surfshark? Surfshark is a VPN. Flight Quest 40, if you don't know, Flight Quest 40 has a YouTube channel in which he does Friday IFR and Wednesday VFR videos, flying a variety of general aviation aircraft in real time and weather conditions in his home aviation simulator. Very fun channel. And we already heard from Dana, the Cookie Mom, a few times here. So just a reminder, Dana makes excellent baking and cooking videos since she started live streaming. She's often got videos with guests in there, and the only problem is that her videos do make me very hungry. And her hubby, her wonderful and sweet husband, Glenn, goes by Pearlman1. Pearlman1. So Glenn has practical videos on precision shooting. I love his reloading videos, talking about working up special loads for his precision rifles. He's got archery videos, practical hunting lessons in the outdoors, and he's just an overall, all-around good guy. Go check out Pearlman1. Pam's Stories for Humans. She shares her wisdom and life experiences with colorful stories and practical applications for growing and healing. Definitely check out Pam's Stories for Humans. She goes live at least once a week, usually more than that, and has some really great series, like her Toxic Workplace series has been really fun and really exciting to enjoy watching get through that. We were just talking about Tyler, the outdoor Tennessean. Tyler was so crazy that he went camping in the hottest time of the year. Who camps in this kind of heat? This crazy Tennessean does. Lori over at Lori's Soul Circle. Don't forget she's got a Substack now where she's writing and she's doing live book readings, book club type stuff. The address is substack.com/@LoriSoulCircle. She's a guide for soulful living, helping people reconnect with the part of themselves buried under roles and routines. Life's too short to sleepwalk through it. Subscribe for clarity and soul-fueled momentum. And Lori is our longest lasting or serving or whatever the right word for it is member on the channel. She's basically the first person ever to sign up as a member here. So we all love Lori. Has anyone heard from Lori? Does anyone know how Lori's doing? I hope some of you guys are enjoying her book club. I don't really get a chance to go over there for that, and it's not exactly a topic that's 100% up my alley, so I haven't really been over there in a little while. So everybody tell Lori that we said hi and that we miss her. Peter Urbanowski is making videos teaching how to do YouTube, focusing on the editing process. Lately, he's been sharing a lot of important CapCut tips and tricks. And the resident Revsecutioner, our friend Jay in Discord, he wrote, "Can I ask for a shout out for a dear friend of mine? He recently posted this compilation video of his dog, Chanel, who he recently lost. Brian is a great guy with a heart as big as all else." And there's a link to this video and to this channel in the video description. The channel's called I Do Stuff Chanel. And the video there is called Pity Chanel's Rise to Fame, Part 1. So check that out. Thank you, Jay, for sharing that. Allie G makes upbeat, optimistic fishing videos, uplifting stories, and she's full of positive energy. And every once in a while, you get to hear a really pretty song get sung to you. Now, look at our friend Daniel here with his bow. I actually took this screenshot of his live stream tonight as he was testing out a vintage 1980s era compound bow. And it was pretty darn cool watching him shoot that thing. So Outdoors with Daniel, he's doing hunting, fishing, birding, archery, air guns, DIY music, cooking, and health maintenance videos. Definitely check out Outdoors with Daniel. His username on YouTube is easy to find, Outdoors with Daniel 19. Mike, the aging retiree who jokingly goes by Otis, gives us wisdom on retirement, healthy living, and YouTube tips. He's got excellent live streams with some great guests. Today his guest was Ron, who's here in the chat. And by the way, congrats on hitting 4,000 watch hours. Otis, you did it, my man. Reached it. Congratulations. Live streams will get you those watch hours, won't they? So good job, Mike. Graciela Gracie G drops in from Melbourne, Australia all the time. We see her in the live streams, and she takes us to explore awesome parts of Melbourne, focusing on interesting and upbeat aspects of life. Our friends Nicole, Dow, and Jay have some great live streams. They do off-grid woods homesteading in Ontario, dogs and livestock, fishing and nature adventures. And I don't know if we got Warren in the chat or not tonight, but Warren, the optimistic absurdist, he says the world doesn't always make sense, and maybe it's not supposed to. Warren's channel is a place to slow down, question gently, and make peace with the absurdity of being human. He explores life, meaning, discipline, curiosity, and calm, not by pretending to have the answers, but by learning how to live well without them. So just a reminder for these producer shoutouts, let me know if you'd like to change anything. Some of you guys, these shoutouts have not changed in a while. So if I haven't changed it in a good long while, I might be pulling it off the rotation until I hear back from you. You can write me at winningtheweek777@gmail.com or drop into Discord. Leave me a comment in a video, anything like that. Let me know what you want for your producer shout out. Sound good? That sounds like a good plan to me. So once again, let's just get caught back up on the chat, see what we're missing here. Let's see. We just finished talking about Surfshark. So here we are. Allie says no mullets. And Glenn says our kitty was very spoiled this week. He got 3 things from Aldi. A little cat tree, a Game Boy scratcher, and a toy that dispenses treats. Awesome. That's cool. And Allie got her new stickers. Excellent. And M did her stickers, and she did a video. If you guys never seen M, that's a really sweet and excellent video. And by the way, speaking of M, I've told you guys several times that if you want to record a quick short little video and send it my way telling me how you're winning your week, keep it about 30 seconds or so. M did that. Fred did that. And I've got those videos ready to go and shipped out. And the video that I'm making this week, those will show up in that video. I feel like there's a third one, but now I'm drawing a blank on who it was. So thank you, Em, for taking care of that and sending that over. But if you check out her video in which she looks at my stickers that I sent her, get to see how pretty she is, you guys. All right, let's see here. Oh, we got to do a Suzuki emoji. Dana, that's a good point. I forgot all about that. I completely forgot. Yes, I need to make a Suzuki the cat emoji. I will get on that for this week, I promise. How about tomorrow? I'll do it tomorrow. And CL says you're surrounded by smart people. That is true. It's all of you guys. And excellent. Ben says here in the chat, he says he signed up to get the stickers finally. Excellent. I will send it your way, my bud. And a second vote from M on the Suzuki emoji. And CL is raving about her small rig clamp, which was one of my tips of the day before I called it tip of the day. Excellent. I do too. It's what's holding up this little light right here. Got this little handheld miniature light that I kind of just clip onto my small rig right there. And that just kind of fills in some side light. Like if I turn it off, that's what it looks like, right? And then it's just this one light up here lighting this side of my face. So I just turn on this little side light over here and it's clamped to the small rig. So I like it too. CL says, cat parents don't have a favorite, but I secretly have a favorite. Well, I've only got one cat, and Mama says I can't have another cat as long as Suzuki's still with us. So I guess I'm a one cat person because Suzuki's going to be with me here all this time. By the way, you guys want to know a secret? Don't tell anybody. This is just between you and me. Don't tell the rest of the people in the chat. But my wife, Mama, Mrs. Winning the Week, she started YouTube. She started YouTube, and she's just put out 2 videos so far. She's very shy. It's not showing her face, but she's got a little channel. And if you want to know what it is, you got to join Discord because that's the only place I'm sharing it. I'm not sharing a link to it in the description. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Besides, it's just you and me talking here. It's just the 2 of us, nobody else listening. But yeah, Mrs. Winning the Week started YouTube, and she's got 2 videos out so far with another one ready to go, I think, tomorrow. And what else? Yeah, that's it. Discord would be the place to learn. And I just saw her pull up, by the way. She just pulled up out the window. So she'll be walking through here in just a minute. M says, it's okay to have favorites, CL. And she asks, so Tracy, is Koba the favorite? Is that why she's the catty cat that the channel's named after? That's funny. Ben says, I used to have a water bottle just like that. It was so cool. It has that Star Wars ships on it, and eventually the Star Wars ship wore off. It was so sad. Well, now you can get one with my beautiful face on it, Mr. Man, at shop.winningtheweek.org. Use promo code winning, Ben, and you get 10% off. And I don't think it's that much money. That's funny. Mike delivers the puppies in his channel. He's got the puppies. He's got the doggies at the lake. Yep. And CL says that Mike and Brandon did an awesome side-by-side live. Right on. Yep. And Jen says she's tired tonight. So, Em, you get a hall pass on that one. Mike tells us that Old Man Copper, someone at work was asking me what that smell was. He said, it smells like an apple candle. I had to tell him it was my beard balm. That's hilarious, man. You know, Old Man Copper makes beard balm, you guys. So if you got a beard and it's luxurious like mine and Otis's and Mike's, you might want to check out Old Man Copper. He's got a really good little side business selling beard balm. And M is telling everybody good night. It's getting late. I'm going to be done here in just a minute too, you guys. Absolutely. CL says, I miss Lori. I don't have a Substack account. Yep, I don't think I ever started an account there either. Yep. Oh, and Dana says she heard from Lori today. Very good. She heard from Lori. Outstanding. I did hear from Lori last week, by the way. Lori gave a huge anonymous donation, so you don't know she did it. You don't know she did it, but she did use the donate feature and anonymously gave some value for value. So I heard from her. Don't worry about that. I just wish she was back on YouTube. CL said that bow sounds cool. Yeah, it was a cool live stream seeing that, Daniel. And Mike agrees that that was a good live stream, Ron, especially when you had Mike spit his coffee out. Agreed. Yep. Gracie is sweet. Spitting the coffee was classic. Warren's last video is really good. Thank you, CL. I haven't seen that. Thanks for the pro tip. That can be your tip of the day. Everybody needs to go check out Warren's last video, The Optimistic Absurdist. Okay, we'll do that. Ben says, my Cookie Monster video I did has 12% CTR. Wow, that is fantastic. That's double a number that even they say is good. So, like, if you get 5 or 6, you're doing fine. And that's awesome, buddy. And we got some encouragement here from CL and from Pam for Mrs. Winning the Week and from Jenny. Very good. All right, well, I'm all caught up. Old Man Copper says, appreciate the call out. You know what I'll do, Copper, is later on tonight, I'll go to your channel and get the link to the beard balm, and I'll put that into the show notes for this live stream. So anybody coming back to this later can easily find that. Maybe I'll make a community post as well. And what I really ought to do is order some of the darn stuff. So I've never put beard balm or anything like that in my beard. I just naturally have nice, soft beard hair. But maybe I should try it out. That means I'm going to be smelling like apples or something. So maybe that would be nice. Maybe I'll have to do that. But you're welcome for the call out. Well, listen, guys, I'm all caught up on the chat. We got 13 thumbs up. We got 335 comments. We have accomplished everything we wanted to accomplish tonight. Let's do one more toast and a drink to John C. Dvorak. May he rest in peace. Thank you for all the excellent deconstruction of the media. And I'm going to call it a night, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. See you later, and don't do anything I wouldn't do.